Improving youth mental health during and before a crisis. That's what a South Central Wisconsin initiative is working to do in Watertown. WMTV 15 toured the new facility, and Marcus Arsvold joins us in studio to show us what it looks like.
It's called the MAT Center, and it's a youth crisis stabilization facility where children ages 10 to 17 can get immediate and preventative care.
It's ready to go.
The MAT Center is a new specialized care center with 8 beds, protected rooms designed to prevent self-harm, and according to Behavioral Health Division Manager Holly Pagel, it's one of 3 facilities in the entire state of Wisconsin.
We feel that emergency detaining a child is one child too many. So this really allows us to keep them in the community, keep them out of a hospital, and offer them some skills, some therapy, group individual treatment, social skills, working with the family, and in really a brief stay.
Jefferson County Human Services is running the center with the Department of Health Services.
The youth really doesn't have to be in a full-blown crisis. This can be like some early warning signs are coming up to where families are concerned or providers are concerned, and they can come here and work on some skills and prevent ultimately like a diagnosis, a full-blown diagnosis.
Pagel says their goal is to help prevent hospitalization and help detect harmful mental health issues ahead of time.
And working with families to really learn skills that we all can use, right? Everything from mindfulness to interpersonal effectiveness skills.
Health experts say if you're experiencing thoughts of self-harm, dial 988 and help will be immediately available. Live in the studio, Marcus Arsvold, WMTV 15 News.